Sorry ass DJ.
Hey everybody, how you doing out there? And welcome back to Ranking the Victim's Death. I am on Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And when it comes to the kills in this, I will definitely say that we go from okay to actually pretty brutal and pretty messed up on these ones. I won't say any of them are really disappointing in the okay ones there, but there are going to be a lot of, I feel like kind of this going on with some of these for sure. We have 17 to talk about, so I definitely want to get myself started pretty quickly here. I would definitely be kind of curious, what do you think about the kills and the deaths, and how would you rank all 17 of these, or give me your best, give me your worst. Let's get ourselves started. Number 17 is going to be Deputy Andy. So you got Deputy Andy at Sheriff Brackett's house who needs to protect Annie. Annie will not let him in the house, so he's sitting on the porch. He's walking in. I don't know if it's their front yard or their backyard. At one point, we get a shot where he's just standing right here. We have a tree, and actually Michael Myers was hiding behind this tree. He comes into camera shot there, goes up to the guy, has a rope, puts this rope around this guy's neck and breaks his neck there. That's what it is there. Number 16 is a character named Bex. Now, Bex is driving down the street there, and he actually passes Lori. Lori is in distress. He stops the car. He actually gets out. He gets up to Lori, puts her in the passenger side, try to protect her and get her to probably the hospital. And whenever he just gets done with Lori there, here comes Michael Myers, grabs this guy and tosses him through the windshield into his car. Number 15 is a character named Jazine. She's with two other characters, two guys. So then we get Michael Myers, who actually goes into this truck where she is, drags her out there, and I really like where he drags her, stabs her, drags her, stabs her, drags her, and stabs her a couple times there until she's finally dead. Number 14 is a character named Sherman, who is actually one of the guys with another guy named Floyd, which is the father to Jazleen, that they actually just beat up on Michael Myers. Michael Myers is on the ground there. They're about to walk back to their truck, and Michael Myers gets himself up, and of course he puts on his mask when he's about to kill someone. He gets over the Sherman there, turns this guy around, slices his eyes with the knife there. The guy goes down. Michael Myers continues stabbing this guy until he's dead. Number 13 is going to be Floyd, and the thing is that Floyd goes around and tries to, beat up on Michael Myers. Doesn't work this time. He actually gets stabbed. Michael Myers turns this guy around, and he actually stabs him with these deer antlers that are actually hanging on the truck there in front, and just stabs him while the girl's screaming, "Daddy, Daddy, no!" Number 12 is going to be Coroner Gary. Now you get Coroner Gary, and you get another guy that we'll talk about later on with his death. After they get into a car accident, Michael Myers actually gets out of the back of the ambulance that he's actually in, and he actually grabs a shard of glass. And this guy, Gary, could not get out. He's stuck. His legs are stuck. He can't do anything. So Michael Myers comes around, grabs this guy in the top of the head, and uses the shard of glass and starts cutting his neck really slowly, and of course decapitates him. Now, I will admit I'm not a big fan of that there, but somehow taking his time with this guy, I kind of liked a little bit better. Number 11 is going to be Dr. Loomis. Never thought I'd ever say that with Donald Pleasence, of course, because technically he never did die other than in real life. But I never expected Dr. Loomis to ever die in either one of these Rob Zombie Halloween movies. But all we really get with Dr. Loomis is, now throughout this entire movie, he's nothing but a fucking dick to everybody. And at the end of the movie, he tries to be a hero and tries to see if he could save Lori. Doesn't quite work out there because Michael Myers just kind of gets fed up with Dr. Loomis talking to Lori and say, "Just get up, let's get up, let's go, let's go." And Michael Myers just pushes Dr. Loomis to the ground and just starts slashing his body and slashing his face there until he's dead. And that's all we kind of get. Number 10 is going to be a character named Missy. She's actually a stripper. This other character distracts Michael Myers so she can kind of escape, and she actually only gets so far because the doors are locked there, and she sees another character where he has a pumpkin on his head and is just hanging on the ceiling there, and she gets scared. So Michael Myers comes, grabs her, and smashes her face several times on a mirror, and it just gets a little overkill with it. Yeah, she's in the top 10 here, but I like the death, but I just thought, okay, a little too much. Number 9 is a character named Hurley. So you get Hurley and another character where they're actually making out in a van. He has to go step out for a moment here, and Michael Myers actually comes into the van there and just strangles her to death. Now, I will say that she's an okay character, not really anyone. She's a weird character, I'll definitely say that for sure. But it's almost kind of the same with Linda in the first one. The only difference is that this woman, she's just dressed like a slut, but, you know, she's not naked like Linda, but I still kind of felt a little bad for her. Number 8 is going to be Wolfie. This is the gentleman that was actually making out with Hurley. He had to step away to go pee, so he's going pee on a tree, not too far from where the van is. And then we get Michael Myers that comes behind him and just stabs him like once or twice, and then he goes. I will admit that that's definitely messed up. Number 7 is a character named Alan. This is the guy who is the ambulance driver when we just talked about with Gary, the coroner there. So the reason why I actually have this guy up real higher than him is because of this car accident that I just mentioned. This guy hits a cow. I mean, the cow is dead as shit, but so is Alan. And what we get is like his face is all like bloody and caved in a little bit, and I actually really love the makeup effect of this guy's, you know, aftermath death. So it wasn't even anything that Michael Myers did. This is what kind of woke up Michael Myers. Number 6 is a character named Maya, and I really do like this character. Maya and Laurie are going back to Annie's house, and after Laurie sees Annie's death, she's screaming to Maya to call the police. So Maya picks up the phone, calls the cops from inside. She didn't know the address, so she had to go out onto the porch and see the number, give the address there. Michael Myers grabs her and pulls her back in the house. She drops the phone. He slams her onto her counter and just stabs her multiple times. Number 5 is going to be Nurse Daniels. Now, she is the very first one to die. That we got Laurie looking for a nurse and saying about my head really hurts because of what happened in the situation of the previous movie there, because it takes place pretty much the same night there. We get the nurse, and she's just like slowly coming around this corner here, and Laurie's like, "Nurse, I need some help," and blood starts coming out of her mouth, and then she actually falls. Here comes Michael Myers, and he just continue fucking brutally stabs her to death there, and I'm just, oh, that is so damn good. And this is where Laurie has to try to pretty much hobble away from Michael Myers as fast as she actually can there, and I really thought this was definitely a good death to start off the top 5 here for sure. Number 4 is going to be Howard. So you got Howard, who is the bouncer of the strip club. Lewis tells him, I guess the owner, we haven't even got to him yet, is asking Howard pretty much in an asshole way to take out the goddamn trash. So Howard actually takes out the trash, and then he comes face to face with Michael Myers, and he starts like bitching out Michael Myers a little bit about, you know, move out of my way, and, you know, don't be going in our trash and all that, or I'll have to kick your ass, and blah, blah, blah. So he kind of walks a little closer, and Michael Myers is not moving here, and he's like, oh God, okay, you know what? So he actually punches Michael Myers, hurts his hand. Michael Myers pushes this guy to the ground here, and he just stomps the hell out of this guy's face until his face is fucking caved in, and I just love that brutality of that death. I thought was really, really good. Number 3 is going to be Lewis, the owner of the strip club. So he's about to try to have sex with Missy. Michael Myers comes into the office of where they're at there, and the thing is that he's like, oh my God, get the hell out of here. I don't know who the hell you are. He pulls a gun out of his desk drawer there. He points it at Michael Myers and says, I'll put 2 more holes into that goddamn, you know, Halloween mask that you got going on there. And Michael Myers, while he's being distracted with Howard, this is where Missy was able to run away for at least another couple minutes until her death there. So the thing with Lewis is that, you know, unfortunately the gun doesn't work on trying to take out Michael Myers there, pushes this guy to the ground here, and he breaks his arm, and you get a nice little bone sticking out there, and I love that practical effect there. I thought that was really another great, brutal death. And you got Lewis, who actually comes out of his office there. He's in the hallway there. Missy sees him, and here comes And I love his hands. Like, I don't know if he broke both of his hands, but at least his one, the bone sticking out. But he's kind of running like this here. And then here comes Michael Myers. All that Michael Myers does is get up to Lewis again and just smack his head off of the wall, and he goes down. I'm assuming that it kills him. But I just thought that was really funny. We get the whole breaking of the arm and the bone sticking out, and what does he do? Hey, pal, let me introduce you to Mr. Wall here, and just slams him there, and the guy just goes down. And I love it. It's brutal, but it's also funny at the very end there. Number 2 is going to be Buddy. This is actually the security guard at the hospital. This is where Laurie was actually able to hobble to while she, had to go outside. It's raining and pouring like, cats and dogs out there, and she's actually able to get to Buddy. Buddy locks her in the little area that little security, area that he actually is. He goes, gets his car. She's screaming for Buddy like almost right away while he's grabbing his car. So the thing is, Buddy gets out of his car and he's having trouble unlocking the door that he just locked. Michael Myers comes with an axe and hits this guy in the back and just kind of like almost like just turning the axe on this guy a little bit. And I believe we even get like a little bit of blood, but his face hits the wall or the door and starts sliding on down there, and I really did like it. But number 1 is going to be Annie, Danielle Harris's character. I mean, Michael Myers just beats the fuck out of her, and it's more that we get the aftermath. I mean, she's barely alive. When Laurie actually sees her, there's blood all over the bathroom walls and the floor all over Annie. Just the emotion with Laurie and with Sheriff Brackett, Brad Dourif's character, who hardly really ever cries in movies, and just the emotion of her death there was just so messed up. Well, there you guys go. There is my ranking of the victim's death of the Rob Zombie Halloween 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have yourselves a good one. Bye.